the use of the members of the Nigerian Armed Forces and the friends of the Armed Forces. I commissioned the Admiralty Coordination Center to the glory of God. Unveil the logo of Admiralty Integrated Farms Limited, established 2025, preserving Nigeria's rich agricultural heritage to the glory of God.
Following the directive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that armed forces of Nigeria should engage in farming activities, Nigerian Navy, through one of our departments, Admiralty Integrated Farm Limited Coordination Center that controls of farming activities of Nigerian Navy, has been opened. The center is coordinating farming activities. Speaking at the commissioning of the center, Chief of Policy and Plans, Naval Headquarters Rear Admiral Ibrahim Dewu, who represented Chief of Naval Staff, disclosed that the center will settle farmer headers crisis and provide food sufficiency for the nation.
Let me start by thanking God for this day. Today we are commissioning the Admiralty Integrated Farms Limited Coordination Center that controls all the farming activities that the Nigerian Navy intends to commence or has even started. These farming activities were based on the directives of Mr. President for the Nigerian Armed Forces to engage in farming. For what reason? One, to provide security in all the farming areas, not just for the armed forces, but for even the civilian farmers. Two, to settle the issue of herders and farmers, because the presence of the military will, of course, bring a conducive atmosphere for everybody to farm. And then three, for food sufficiency, because when the armed forces engages in farming, we'll be able to join to add to the national farming produce that is being gotten for the Nigeria. So these are the three reasons why the armed forces is engaged in this. So the Nigerian Navy is equally going into fish farming, cattle ranching, and different part of farming, including operation of fishing trawlers at sea.
However, Managing Director, Chief Executive of Admiralty Integrated Farm Limited, Rear Admiral Julius Wagu, revealed that the center will use technology to boost farming activities in Nigeria.
We want to depart from the usual norm, everybody go to farm, and you just go to farm and start crying that you lost your crops or this and that happened to you. We want to do deliberate farming. We want to guide farmers in Nigeria that, look, that information you require before you go about farming is essential for the protection of your funds. Maybe you have taken a loan, you have planned for a particular crop to be planted in a particular land. With the use of technology, we can now tell you that no, that land cannot be utilized for that particular purpose. This we will direct you, we will warn you, we will find solution, we will ensure that even the government itself, for instance, we can use technology to map out how much rice we are going to produce for 200 million people. So with that, we will know how much rice is going to be produced and how much rice can be imported, so that the government can plan. And that is also the same thing with other crops, other items that bring food on the table. It must be a deliberate, systematic way of farming to feed Nigerians. We should depart from that's how we used to do it syndrome. My father farmed on using information technology to, boost agriculture that this center stands to give to the Nigerian society and to farmers in particular, and it will help them.
Thank you, sir.
From the center in Abuja, Gbemiga Olamiko, GTV Africa.